Hello there, everybody. This is Mel Allen. Time to feel young again with Big League Baseball. Cincinnati's offspring throws out the big red machine. The Tigers' Kitty combo turns them on in Detroit. Youngsters help the Angels topple their foes. The Phillies quit kidding and floor the Pirates. It's a kid's game, but don't call it child's play. It's never kids' play when the Dodgers meet the Giants. But the kids keep on playing in Kansas City. Headlines and highlights next on This Week in Baseball. Brought to you by Gillette. When it comes to personal grooming, most people come to Gillette, makers of the Twin Blade Track 2. Track 2 users say no single blade will do.
Gillette Track 2, please.
Sold out again. Say, you look like a double-edged man to me. Daring, unafraid.
No, the Gillette Track 2 gives me a more comfortable shave.
Silly me. These other twin blades will fit your Track 2 handle.
Yeah, but they're not Gillette Track 2.
Yeah, but...
Sorry.
To guys who use a twin blade Gillette Track 2, no other blade will do.
Gillette Track 2, please.
Although they've been able to stay on top in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies have been trying to light up that one big fire to really pull away. The flame may have been kindled against their old rival, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pitcher Jerry Royce was knocked out of the box and out. Somehow, he was ready to pitch again a couple of days later, but he'd seen enough of Philly bats for one series. And so had a swarm of other Pirate hurlers, victims of an entire lineup cracking out of its slump. Took 3 of 4 from Pittsburgh, 2 of them by scores of 15-4 and 10-1. Greg Luzinski helped with a smoking bat and his 28th homer, giving him the league lead. The bull provides the power, but Philadelphia's spirit of '78 is sparked by Larry Bowa, a little man filling up big holes around shortstop, a man who's committed only 5 errors all season. Talk about inspiration. Here it is. That collision with Willie Stargell bruised Bowa's rib cage. It appeared to the dismayed crowd that the Phillies might have lost an all-star. One day later, Stargell was out of the lineup, but not Mr. Boa. Suddenly, the Pirates were doing the hurting as Boa hit a double and this triple. Larry Boa having an MVP kind of year. Just ask the fans at Veterans Stadium. Boa and the Phillies hope to keep that crowd on its feet as they go for a third straight title. So far, pitcher Dick Ruthven has also helped keep them on top, winning his 8th game since arriving from Atlanta 2 months ago. Should the Phillies repeat in the East, this is one series that will be remembered for quite some time. In Los Angeles, meanwhile, last year's Western Division winning Dodgers were busy battling the rival Giants before the largest 4-game series crowds of the season. And that's not surprising, because Dodger-Giant hostilities run deep and are now being fueled by a relentless, nerve-wracking 3-team race, with most of the pressure, supposedly, on the less experienced Giants. The Dodgers increased that pressure, turning themselves around to pick up 5 games in the standings in just over a week. When the series began, it appeared that San Francisco's luck may have finally started to run out. Los Angeles was winning the game of inches. Off his glove and over the fence for a home run. No one likes to lose like this. With the bases loaded, the score tied in the 9th. Randy Moffett throws ball 4 to force in the winning run. It gave the Dodgers their 2nd straight victory over the Giants and 1st place in the standings. For Tom Lasorda, sweet bliss and ecstasy. For the Giants, a growing frustration. But this year, the Giants have refused to let frustration get the best of them. They came right back the next day, also playing the game of inches. Score that a home run for San Francisco. And this one, too, inches again. Again, a home run. And that was enough for Bob Knepper, who regained his early season form to win a big game, forcing a first-place tie between the Giants and Dodgers. The boat kept rocking in the last game. Reggie Smith mashed 2 home runs for Los Angeles, giving him 4 taters in the series and 25 for the season. No doubt about it. This tied the game at 4-all, the momentum appearing to turn for L.A. But with the Dodgers and Giants, appearances can be most deceiving. In the 10th inning, Mark Hill appeared to win it with this 2-run single. But Davey Lopes tied the game again in the bottom of the 10th on this freak single. Surely the gods were smiling on L.A. Even Tom Lasorda looked confused, but then who wasn't? Jack Clark finally provided the winning run with this hit in the 11th. And so in 8 games in 2 successive weekends, each team had won 4. And once again, San Francisco was on top by a slender 1-game margin. Now let's turn to this week's Volkswagen quiz. Let's go back to 1975 when Boston Red Sox center fielder Fred Lynn became the first rookie to win the Most Valuable Player award. Now, can you name the last rookie pitcher to lead the league in earned run average? Stay tuned. Volkswagen will have the answer.
Herbie, I asked for twin blade Gillette Good News disposable razor. I get a single blade disposable, not a Gillette. Herbie, that one blade can't deliver the close shaves this two blade Good News can.
Great shave, boss.
Of course, and lots of them. Herbie, always get me a Good News disposable. Otherwise, we make Herbie's job disposable.
Gillette Good News. It's one blade better.
In the American League West, signs of fortune have been pointing toward the heart of the country in recent years, whether taking the low road or the high road. Fans of the great Midwest have been going to Kansas City, home of the Royals, a team in search of its third straight division title, helped by a royal fountain of youth that has burst forth. Youngsters have been vital lately because of injuries to key players like second baseman Frank White and now healed third baseman George Breck. Rookie UL Washington has filled in around the infield. Kansas City feels he'll be a major league hitter, and he's had a chance to prove it faster than planned. He's played shortstop for an injured Freddie Patek, now second base for Frank White, and a bright future is expected by his manager.
I think his defense is fine, and his range is good, and I think he's going to be a fine big league ball player. I think he's at the stage of his career that Frank White was 3-4 years ago, that Frank had to sit around and wait for Cookie to get old and retire, and then he became a regular, and I think that's what's going to happen to UL.
Clint Hurdle didn't have to wait for anyone to retire to become a regular. The Royals simply traded away John Mayberry, put Hurdle in the lineup, and waited for him to start hitting. He's hit plenty the last month and is grateful for the confidence shown by team and teammates.
Everybody here, we all enjoy playing with each other, and we all try to help each other out. They've made things a lot easier for me. Just all the players, just coming to this, in this situation I'm in now, and they've all helped me out. And it's just been like a concentrated effort towards winning.
But few have had as much to do with the Royals winning as rookie Rich Gale. After getting the call from the minors early in the year, the towering right-hander won 13 of his first 17. Gale can bring it.
He's a fire pitcher, yes. He's the kind of guy that can throw a fastball 2-0, 3-1, and it's the kind of fellow that can also make a mistake and get by with it. And he doesn't have to pinpoint the ball, and these are the kind of guys I like pitching for me.
First baseman Pete Lecoq may not be a rookie, but he's also gotten a chance to play, and he's made the most of it, becoming the Royals' hottest hitter over the last month. Lecoq may not be a household name, but he has them crowing in Kansas City. Time will tell if all these youngsters will help the Royals come home to roost with another title. The California Angels are also counting on youth. Rookie manager Jim Fregosi seems to put together pieces of the Angel puzzle. And this week, California tried to hurdle its way to the top. Whether the Angels can keep winning will depend in part on rookies like outfielder Ken Landreau. Last year's minor league player of the year seems to have found a new home in the major leagues. The Angels love to bat him first because he can make things happen on the bases. Another rookie, third baseman Carney Lansford, didn't have Landreau's advanced notices, but jumped into the lineup this year straight from Double-A ball. He's proved he can sting the ball and is ideal as a number 2 man in the order because he too can play the running game. But it's young veterans like Lyman Bostock who must play up to potential if California is to win its first title. After a slow start, Bostock is finally doing just that. And fireballer Nolan Ryan has found his groove. The Angels need that Ryan Express for their pennant express. But in the unpredictable West, it could be the youngsters who make the difference. Youth has certainly made a difference in Detroit, where Ralph Houck's Tigers are enjoying their best record in years. One Tiger rookie will always be young, pitcher Kip Young. Though no relation to Cy Young, he won 4 of his first 5 major league decisions. Two other rookies, second baseman Lou Whitaker and shortstop Alan Trammell, were inseparable in the minors and now comprise the major's youngest double play combination. Whitaker's a strong candidate for American League Rookie of the Year honors. He's hit close to 300 all season. And although he lacks power, just watch this. A 3-run inside the Parker. What he lacks in power, he makes up in speed. Catcher Lance Parrish has furnished spurts of power in this, his rookie year. Considering he was once singer Tina Turner's bodyguard, perhaps that's no surprise. Big wheel keep on turning. The Motor City is building a winner. Ron LaFleur leads the majors in stolen bases, already over 50. He also leads in runs scored. Driving in all those young Tigers is Rusty Staub, a well-oiled veteran now contending for the Major League lead in RBIs. Detroit leads the majors in hitting, but injuries to their young pitchers have slowed them from even closer pennant contention. Veteran Jack Bellingham, however, has been a pleasant surprise. After a .500 season with the Reds last year, his record has skied this season to 12-5. Quite a comeback. Now, back to the Volkswagen quiz. Detroit fans would know who was the last rookie pitcher to win an ERA title. It was the Bird, Mark Fidrych. 2 years ago, while compiling a 19-9 record, he allowed only 2.34 runs per 9 innings, best in the American League. Next week, another Volkswagen quiz.
You sure can handle that surfboard.
Thanks.
Yeah, how come you drive a Volkswagen Rabbit?
What else is there?
Well, there are plenty of other cars.
Not for me. What?
That Rabbit is some car.
It's like the perfect wave. When one comes along, you're crazy not to take it.
Volkswagen does it again.
Gillette Track 2, please.
Sold out again. Say, you look like a double-edged man to me. Daring, unafraid.
No, the Gillette Track 2 gives me a more comfortable shave.
Silly me. These other twin blades will fit your Track 2 handle.
Yeah, but they're not Gillette Track 2.
Yeah, but...
Sorry.
To guys who use a twin blade Gillette Track 2, no other blade will do.
Gillette Track 2, please.
One thing about baseball, there's always time to take time. No need to rush. Take a bite and relax. Sights, tastes, and smells, all in the wonderful game for everyone to enjoy. Baseball is for everybody, especially the young at heart. And in this year of the baby boom, they keep getting younger and younger at the ballpark. Oh, baby, how about that hat? But can he hit the curveball? Now, as you know, all a youngster needs is a chance to prove that he or she can play in the majors. So, here we go. Say receiver pitches to Pete Rose, who bounces to Petey Rose. Rose is a rose is a rose. What a ball game. The Big Red Machine versus the Cincinnati Kids. And it looks like the kids have all the fans. Now get ready for a double play featuring the second base shift. How about that? Side retired. Hey, son, that's 3 outs. Don't you want to hit? Young Ken Henderson wants to hit. A liner over shortstop Tom Seaver. Shortstop Tom Seaver? That's no home run trot for Henderson. He's in high gear. And inside the park home run. These are tough tots. Now watch Craig Griffey. Looks like a hit. But you can't let your kids run all over you. Papa Ken Griffey says, "That's far enough, son, but youth has all the brains." If you want to catch the eye of the ladies, there's nothing like playing Major League Baseball. Fancy, stylish uniforms. Instant fame and recognition. And a chance to display your talents on the field. Cow milking is just one of the many talents of major leaguers, but there are others. For example, hot pepper. Now, not everyone is impressed by these talents. But how about this? Bill Lee's baseball solitaire. Pitching, hitting, and even catching. Just ask the spaceman. Baseball is basically a kid's game. Right, kids? And now, before we leave the farm, how about a final word on the subject? Hog calling at its finest. Okay, now for some fine defensive plays. First, Cub center fielder Jerry White. In left field for the Pirates, it's John Milner. Back back to Chicago and the Cubs' Bill Buckner. And also at first base, Yankee Chris Chambliss. In Philadelphia, it's shortstop Larry Bowa. Finally, back to Pittsburgh, where second baseman Phil Garner takes it away. How about that? And now for this week's Gillette Special. Bob Baylor of the Toronto Blue Jays collected a total of 8 hits in back-to-back games against the first-place Kansas City Royals. And the Blue Jays won both times. For Toronto, it was a big week. 6 wins in 7 games. And for Bob Baylor, a .414 batting average. Congratulations, Bob. Keep swinging. That's it for this week, folks. See you next week on This Week in Baseball.
A fee paid and promotional consideration provided by Chinook. The Chinook Gazelle is really 3 vehicles in one: economy car, station wagon, and motorhome. The Gazelle features a pop-up top, sleeps 4, and gets incredible gas mileage. Blistasol helps comfort hot, tired feet and aids in healing infections. Blistasol for healthy, comfortable feet. Bardol quality additives to keep your new car running new and your old car running like it used to. Bardol since 1939. And from Jorgis, a brilliant new fun carpet, Race to the Magic Kingdom. Makes any room a playroom. Wherever there are children, there's a place for Race to the Magic Kingdom.